and then a Tyler Scott draft class, and a rookie Stallions Will Levis. All right, guys, so as I said, we are here for a new series, Rating the Rip, and we are here looking at products each and every week that we can actually take a look at from a perspective of an unbiased review on the product. I find too often when I'm watching videos online that I'm getting a biased opinion based upon what somebody pulls out of the product. So regardless of what we pulled here today, whether we pull a massive hit that's worth $400 or $500, which again, highly unlikely from a retail product like this, or we're pulling something out that is just your regular base card. We're gonna rate different aspects of the product to give you an idea if you should spend your hard-earned money on this type of product. We have one box, and one box for a reason, because I know many of you, if you're anything like me, typically pick up a couple of boxes at a time, but sometimes like to diversify what you're actually buying. So with this type of rating, you're gonna get a good idea of what you should consider buying, how you can diversify what you're buying, and actually get an unbiased opinion outside of the true context of what we are looking at here today that's gonna tell you whether or not to actually buy this product. So let's get into it. So we are looking at 2023 Contenders Football. If you know anything about Contenders, have ripped it in the past, you know that this product is one that from a retail perspective has been lacking for quite some time. And overall, when we're looking at this product, we're going to take the packaging off. We're going to rate a couple of things right off the bat. So looking at things on the package, you can go ahead and pause it here and kind of take a look. But if you're looking at specifically what the floor and the ceiling are of this product, which we're going to talk about here momentarily as part of the rip, you can actually see they've added a fair amount of content to this product since last year. Previously, you couldn't necessarily get a whole lot out of here outside of some of these really rare out of 25 rips when it came to like optic previews and things of that nature. You used to be able to get some decent products out of here, but a lot of times it was very limited. There wasn't much in terms of any sort of real ceiling or anything, but it's definitely kicked it up a notch. The other drawback to this product previously is you couldn't really pull much when it came to rookies on true base cards. They were all coming out of specifically like your inserts and things of that nature, which made the product a little less desirable when it came to the retail version. We're gonna flip it over real quick and actually look at what you get. This right here is kind of key because it gives you at least a hit guaranteed. Now, 99% of the time you're gonna be pulling not an autograph, but instead a memorabilia card out of here. But one thing that they did add this year was actually some rare inserts. So License to Dominate, Crown Jewels, some of these are gonna be your rare inserts, and you can actually flip it back over. So these are gonna be your case hits, right? So your Permit to Dominate, License to Dominate, these are gonna be your rookies, your vets. You're getting some different products, some Crown Jewels, draft class contenders. You've got some really nice chases in this product that were never there before. So when we look at our rating scale, we're rating it A to F, no in between, A, B, C, D, F. That's how we're rating it. A is going to be premium tier. We're rating things like your base cards, your inserts, your floor, your ceiling, your value, and we're rating it overall as well. So we're gonna look at each aspect of that, but if we're kicking things off and we look at the floor and the ceiling ratings right off the bat, which is two things we're gonna automatically look at based on the checklist here on the side. If I have to rate the ceiling of this product, we've got multiple cards here out of 25, which if you're hitting some of the big names like CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, these big time hits that are gonna truly add value to the product, and out of 25, retail or not, is actually gonna deem or give you quite a bit of value back on this type of product, and actually a net gain. The other thing with these case hits, they look pretty decent. I'm not going to say they're truly sought after because I think it truly remains to be seen. There's a lot of opportunity to see how these do in the market. Overall, I'm going to give the ceiling on this a solid B The floor, on the other hand, is a solid F, because a standard box with what you're going to get overall is not great. You're going to get a lot of base cards. You're going to get a lot of product that nobody really wants. And if you don't really know what to do with it, or you're not a set collector, you're not going to find a lot of value out of this type of product at all. So the ceiling, we're going to give a B because of some of these hits and what they've added to it. But the floor, and looking at that gap that you've got there versus some other products that might be on the market, unless you're truly a chaser of those case hits or those low number cards and you can buy this product in volume, it might be one you want to consider staying away from. But let's go ahead and open it up. Again, we're looking for some of these names on the front. Don't see CJ Stroud, but again, he is one that you're going to want. Obviously, you're not going to get any autographs from him out of this type of product or anything. We're going to look at some of the actual cards here in just a second. But let's get this opened up. In the box, as far as value goes, we have 5 total packs. I can already tell one's thicker, so we probably have a mem card, which is fine. But again, when we look at the true value, 5 packs in total. We've got obviously quite a few cards per pack, 8 cards per pack. So, you know, a decent volume of cards. It's just is the quality there. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we're going to open up the first pack here. Take a look at who we have here as well as how the cards look. So let's spend a couple of minutes first and foremost on the base. So when we're looking at the base, one thing is this is classic Contenders. You've got your typical stats. It looks like a ticket, season ticket on it. It's a nice design overall, nothing flashy, nothing too extensive. The base design is a nice design. However, it is a simple paper stock, very thin, not a lot of really true desirability. Like, these are truly a bargain bin team builder base set out of them. So overall, as far as the base cards go, the look this year, it's clean, it's typical Contenders. I don't know that it's their most classic design that I've seen. So overall, I mean, for what we can expect from Contenders and the quality of the card, we're gonna give this a D. There's just not a lot of like true value here. If you like Contenders, if you're a set collector, you're gonna like these cards. But overall, the true design, like desirability and things of that nature, for what you're really looking for, is going to be a little lackluster from that. So let's take a look. DJ Moore, we've got a Justin Herbert. This is one thing that's super annoying about Contenders this year. It's really back and forth. John Mechie, Najee Harris, Kirk Cousins, and then your draft class, Marshall Faulk, kind of a cool throwback, historic draft class. Got a nice little insert there. We're going to hold off on the insert rating here for a little bit and get a few of them out of the way. Let's jump over here. I think we got a mem in this pack here. Again, we'll take a look at it, see how it looks, what the desirability of it is. We talk about kind of those hits overall. So Josh Allen, Travis Kelce. I will say one thing I've noticed, I've opened a few boxes of this product so far. One thing is the rookies are rather scarce. So when you look at the rookie bases, if you're pulling some, maybe a little bit higher ceiling on those because they are just kind of scarce cards in these sets, but it is something you kind of want to look out for. Yep, and we're coming up on our mem here. We had Jared Goff, Saquon Barkley, a Clayton Tune. Again, player aside, if we look at the card, it is a variation. So you do have some variations in this set. Your typical rookie ticket, gonna have the swatch over here on the side, picture, very standard with what you're seeing on these, kind of in this general vicinity. So this is a rookie ticket variation. You can see it on the front. So kind of cool. When you think about things like variations, when you think about some of those other types of cards that you might desire from a set like this, it's kind of nice that you have a couple of different designs overall. So overall look of these from that standpoint, like your actual hit, it's again very basic. There's not a lot of flair to it from that perspective. It's a clean card. If you like a clean design, that's exactly what you're going to get here. Again, we'll kind of lump this in with our insert slash hits as far as ratings here in just a second. Then we got CJ Stroud and Jackson Smith and Jigba. We're going to put those up there because, again, we're going to take a look at kind of some of the different inserts and kind of rate them overall when we get through it. So Lamar Jackson, we're not even going to flip him around. Nick Bolton, Tyler Lockett, Aiden Hutchinson, Daniel Jones, Chase Claypool. Can't believe that guy is still in the league. We have another variation here on the ticket. So you've got your red. Overall, can't remember. We have 7 inserts or parallels. This is going to be considered one of your parallels on it. Again, not much to these cards. Not much of the actual design that's really highly desirable. Like when you look at some of the actual cards that you're looking at from a parallel perspective, it's not one that jumps out. It's going to be very similar to some of your other cards that have this really basic look to it, like an absolute or something. So again, it's a very non-premium stock, a non-premium card overall. And then we have a Jaren Hall rookie stallion. So again, I'm taking a look at these inserts here momentarily. We'll kind of look at all of them kind of together. I know a few of them are kind of off screen. We'll bring them back on. We'll take a look at those overall here in a few. All right. So let's see. DeAndre Swift. We've got a Justin Fields, Cooper Kupp, James Conner. We're flipping them again because I hate them going opposite way. CeeDee Lamb, Mac Jones, and a Jalen Hyatt on the rookie stallion. So again, we'll put that over here, take a look at those and give those a rating here in just a couple minutes. But let me know in the comments what you guys think of Contenders 2023. Have you ripped any so far this year? Do you like the product? Is it one that you tend to gravitate to, especially in the hobby format? Interested to get your guys' thoughts on hobby versus retail, if it's something that you do look to purchase and buy. Typically a lot of hobby versions, so on and so forth as we walk through it. Aaron Donald, Buda Baker, Odell Beckham, Patty Mahomes season ticket, Baker Mayfield, Amon-Ra, my guy. And then so again, when we think about, like, again, regardless of the player, looking at the base design, looking at the rookie, and as you can see, not one rookie in any of the base overall. So if you're looking for top names, you're going to get a lot of vets in this product, and it's going to be really hard to get your rookies. So when you look at these types of cards, again, there's just not a lot of variation, which I think is one of my biggest complaints about Contenders. Is overall, it's just everything really looks the same outside of a few inserts that get
a little bit more creative. Whoops,
drop Will Levis here, like a rookie stallions. From that standpoint, you've got a few other cards in the set that actually can bring you a little bit more variation. But if you're just opening one box, this is kind of what you can expect, right? So you've got a fair amount of base. You've got some okay inserts overall, some things that might bring you a couple bucks. You know, if we look at the Will Levis, you're probably looking at a couple dollars there. A card with CJ Stroud on it, kind of regardless, is going to bring you a little bit. Ohio State connection, you find the right collector. These, jersey cards, you're looking at a buck or two at most. And then unless you're hitting a really big name on it, then you might be able to get $5 or $10 out of them, or one of the numbered ones. The parallels, again, kind of lackluster overall. So if I'm looking at true value of the box, and again, we're going to rate the inserts first, but overall value of the box isn't that great unless you're hitting one of those ceiling cards. So like we said, the ceiling can be high. You could hit an A caliber card out of this product. More than likely, the cap of where you're going to hit for anybody that's really pulling a big name card is going to be like a kind of a B level card overall when you think about value. Now, if I look at the inserts and I'm rating the inserts, even just based on what we've pulled here, I'm going to give these inserts a C average. They're very mid. They're very meh. There's not a lot of variation. There's some creativity. They've gotten better this year with things like Rookie Stallions. It's not like a game-breaking parallel overall. and they're just not going to be things that really are super desirable for most consumers. Again, there's also just not a lot of depth to the card. There's not a lot of thickness overall. Like, there's just not a lot here that really makes it highly desirable. When I say thickness, it makes it feel more premium, more of a quality product. You don't even see that like you do with some other sets that may have a little bit more standard design, but the inserts step it up. This product, not really going to do it for you. A very C-level insert design, D on the base, the ceiling a B, your floor is an F. This is a very D-level product in my opinion. Again, there is chases here. If you're looking for football, if you're looking for volume of cards, you're going to get it out of a product like this. Overall, though, this isn't a product that I would strongly recommend. I would probably recommend thinking about either investing in a little bit more of the premium products and really striving to get some of those, or even thinking about some of the good alternative solid products out there where you can at least get a little bit more value out of things like your inserts and everything, even when it's yielding you a specific memorabilia card. And there's some sneaky good products out there that you could probably still find on shelves today. So for our first rip, as far as our rating series, this actually for Contenders for 2023 is a very D-level product. There's some improvements. There's definitely a higher ceiling than there has been in the past. It's still the same low floor, still very basic design, not enough change in my opinion, and it's a product that I'd recommend you staying away from. But what do you think? Sound off in the comments. If you like the video, please hit that like button. Please consider subscribing because we're going to be bringing you a lot of great content across that's different, a little bit different flair on this material, and we're definitely looking forward to engaging with you in the comments below. So if you enjoyed the video, again, like, subscribe, make sure you're giving us a follow on some of the other social media platforms. And with that, y'all, peace. We'll see you next time.